Hey, it's Mr. Bass. Hope you're doing well, and thanks for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk about what I truly believe is one of the absolute very best accessories you can buy for your pickup truck. When I'm talking accessory, I'm talking about full-blown, real-world, working product that will help you stay more organized and get more out of your truck, especially as a fisherman. So what am I talking about? Come with me and I'll show you. Here it is in all its glory. This is a truck box by Decked. They call it the Decked drawer system because it is two full-blown slide-out drawers underneath this box. This box is very sturdy. It has a 2,000 pound weight capacity, and you can drive a four-wheeler, an ATV up on here, lawnmowers, motorcycles, whatever you want to put on here, you can put on top. It will handle the weight, no problem. So why do I love this? One, it's absolutely fantastic. If you're using your truck as a working truck and you need to organize tools and haul tools and those kind of things, it's fantastic. And I do use it for that quite a bit as well. But this is a fishing channel, so I'm going to talk to you about why I think this is an absolute game changer if you're a fisherman, especially a fisherman that travels, that goes to a lot of different bodies of water, because this little bad boy right here has just made my life so much better. And I'm very experienced with this thing. If you notice, it comes with a pre-made ruler on here that goes up to like 33 inches, 34 inches. You can see mine's almost completely worn off. I have had a decked drawer system in my last three previous trucks, and I would not have one without it now. The other thing that I usually do is I also put a topper on, and I've got one on order, so I am going to have a truck topper on there so that I can keep everything secure. But this thing is surprisingly secure in and of itself, even in the trucks. The drawers are, or at least they're not what I would call. I wouldn't keep my handguns or anything of really high value in here without my topper that I can lock. But let me show you why they claim that it's pretty secure. When you close these drawers, like so, there's no locks, so you can just pull them open, close them, no problem. But when you close the tailgate, if you have a locking tailgate, they're very hard to get into. The most you can do is that much. Now you might be able to, a guy might be able to get his arms in there and get a few things out, but he's got to remove the tailgate in order to get into your drawers, which that's pretty darn secure. Now if your tailgate does not lock, well then there's nothing secure about this thing at all. So let me tell you about some of the features that I love. One, I love how easy these things are to open and close. And the wheels, you can see the wheels right down here. These are heavy duty, super strong, excellently rolling wheels. So these things roll open and close just superbly. They really do. Now, my first set, I only had the drawers. I didn't get any accessories at all. Now I think when you buy the system, they might give you a toolbox or two, but I just had it completely empty, and it works fine that way. Because you can, if you're a person that uses tackle boxes or bins, they fit in here great without much of a problem. But you can buy these pre-made, these pre-manufactured by Decked boxes that fit perfectly within the drawers. And I really do like these. Like, let me show you this. These are tools that I keep handy. The only problem I'd say with these is when you first get them, the latches are really tight. But I just keep a bunch of hand tools in here. This is just my little basic toolbox. Everything that I need for the boat or the kayak or whatever fits in here perfectly, and you can put it in any of these and it just fits. Custom made, fantastic. They've got two sizes, the smaller size and the larger size. I will put the prices of these boxes in the description. And then you've got dividers here that you can remove or keep in it depending upon what kind of organization you want, which is also really nice. This also has handles, the big one. This is what I mean by tight. It's got a handle on the top and it's got a handle on the side, which to me is great. And then it has two handles underneath if you got really heavy stuff, for easy carrying if you want to carry it like a bin. So these are solid, these are rugged, and let me show you how rugged they are. I can literally stand on it. That's right. I can stand right on it. Super, super tough, super strong, super durable. All right, now, as you can see, you can have a big, long, empty deal here. You can put pre-made boxes, or you can also get dividers. I've got some dividers on this other side, like this. And these dividers do come in handy. There's one downside to these dividers, as you can see, and this is just kind of part of the flaw, in that the drawers don't come all the way out. Obviously, they have to stop. So you've got several feet. You've literally got several feet back in there. Normally I keep this totally loaded, but I just got this truck, so in order to put the box in and stuff, you know, I have to take everything out. So way back here in the back, though, where it's really hard to get, what I keep back here is I have a really heavy duty jack, my tire tool stuff, you know, basically for recovery equipment, chains and jacks and that kind of thing, that I don't really anticipate using a whole lot. And that works just fine. But it is something to keep in mind that some of you may not like the fact that about a third of the drawer is not super accessible. This much of the drawer is very accessible, easy to get to. That much isn't. So what I do is I put a divider right here. It kind of keeps everything that I don't need, except an emergency, back there, tucked away and out of the area. And then I just use this as a workable area with all my toolboxes, my bins, my pre-made boxes, that kind of stuff. Okay, a couple of other features. Has a built-in bottle opener if you care. Some people really do care. These little corner boxes really come in handy. What I keep in here is I keep a bunch of bungee straps and come alongs and tie downs, and because I've got a hitch location, you know, at every four corners, a tie down location, and then I don't have to wonder where's something to strap my stuff down. I've got them literally in all four corners, which just works great. The other thing that I keep in these is I'll usually keep some cheaper plastic chalk blocks, so that like so, for my trailer if I ever need it. Price is $1,449, so just under 1,500 bucks. Okay, now here's something tricky they say about this. They say it's weatherproof, impervious to extreme UV exposure and temperatures. It's weatherproof. What does it not say? Waterproof. And this is why I always have a truck camper on top of this thing, because it is not waterproof. We got rain yesterday, and you can see there's water in there. These little corner pockets, they call them ammo cans. As you saw, the ammo cans have water in them because it just rained. Well, with my truck topper on here, it's always 100% dry and tight. Now they do have a gasket that installs right on the lip of this that's supposed to keep water from coming in there, but for me it really makes opening and closing the drawers a pain, and it still, in my opinion, does not keep it waterproof. So one caveat, one bad, I would say, well, two bads. The biggest bad is it's not waterproof. The next biggest bad is that back area is hard to access. But other than that, I have a very, very hard time finding something I don't love about this system. I absolutely love it. Now, another thing to keep in mind, they will tell you, they'll ask you what size bed you have, a 5-foot bed, a 6-foot bed, 6.5-foot bed, 8-foot bed, and it makes it appear as though you can buy a decked system that is longer or shorter. To my knowledge, and anybody experts out there can correct me, but to my knowledge, there's only one size. If you have an 8-foot bed, what they do is they install it this length, which is, you know, about 6 foot in length. I'll put the actual dimensions on the screen. And then they have a gap up front. Well, some guys like that because they just put themselves a real toolbox in front. A toolbox will fit perfectly in front of this slide out box. But I do not think they make a slide out box that's literally 8 feet long. I don't think they make one any bigger than this box right here. So that's something to keep in mind before you go buying. Just make sure that you know how it's going to fit in whatever size bed you have. The beauty is they are custom made for every truck. So when you go and buy it, they ask you your make, your model, the year, and everything, and it's going to fit perfectly in your truck as this one does. I mean, it's going to fit like a glove. Okay, I use bins like this constantly, especially when I'm tournament traveling. Like this one here has spinning reels in it. I have one of these for every speed reel that I use. 5, 6, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s. And these bins fit perfect in here, fantastically. And if I'm just using bins, I don't even need the drawer dividers. I just take the dividers out and I just fill this up with these bins. You can put tackle in these bins. I mean, these are, you know, much cheaper than the pre-made boxes. So if you want a cheap solution, stuff like this works great, and you can just haul so much stuff. But let's say I don't want a bunch of bins. I got a lot of long, narrow stuff that I need to put in here. Not a problem. Yak anchor works great. I'll take one of these and I'll fill it full of my batteries, my lithium batteries and battery chargers. Holds those great. How about my net? Net works perfect. Catch board. I keep my dies in a container like this. Of course, it's going to fit perfectly in there, any direction you want. How about a hard plastic tackle box? Again, bam. I mean, there's just so much to do here. You're gonna go camping? You got sleeping bags, mats, tents, everything fits in here fantastically. The amount of products that you can put in this thing and the versatility is just unmatched in my opinion. Not to mention, even when I'm in a locked camper topper, it just gives me another layer of security that I feel just makes me sleep better at nights, especially when I'm on the road. So I can't recommend this deck system more highly. I get nothing from these guys. I got no relationship. I wanted to talk about, though, specifically fishing, tournament fishing, kayak fishing, taking your bass boat. You know, even in a bass boat, I got a ton of stuff that stays in the bass boat permanently. I got a ton of backup baits and stuff, spare line and reels and all kinds of things that I need a place for. I don't want to load into my boat. Well, how many times do you see these guys and they just got the truck full of bins and you got to climb all the way in the front to try to find something out of a bin? This solves that problem. And then you can still put a ton of bins in here. It also comes with a bunch of other possible accessories that you might want to get. They make a mat for it if you want a big rubber mat over the top. If that interests you, I'd never got one of those. They also make a big roller slide out, a big flat massive drawer, you know, a platform that you can roll completely out here if you don't want to climb up into the truck to get stuff out. I've never gone that far, but again, that's another option. They have so many different options that you can get with this product. I do highly recommend it. I probably will never ever have a truck without one. So brass tacks, Mr. Bass, why do you love this product? The main reason I love it is because it's so versatile and it's modular. It gives me so many options, so many different ways to haul things, and that's just incredible. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was informative. If you've got one of these systems and you use it differently, I would love to hear your thoughts on how you use it. If you've got a buddy that might like this kind of a system, especially a fisherman, please share the video with them. I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, this is Mr. Bass. Happy fishing!